Hey guys, this is my honest review for the new movie, It. And before I even get started, I need to let you know I am terrified of scary clowns. Anyone who has watched our show for any length of time knows this. In fact, my coworkers, once a year, terrorize me with scary clowns on Halloween. Both of the lead actors give award-winning performances, and one of them...
It didn't happen during the show, it happened.
I hate them. So you can imagine my dread before screening It, which is of course the ultimate scary clown movie. And that explains why I had a big old glass of red wine with my pizza for dinner before the movie. I would say that my mood was preemptively scared, and my expectation for the movie was that it was going to scare the hell out of me. And it didn't disappoint. Based on the Stephen King book that was originally set in the 1950s, this movie is actually set in the 80s. So for people of my age, that's terrific. There's so much nostalgia. I loved the props that they had everywhere. I loved what the kids were wearing. It kind of felt to some degree like Stranger Things. And there's also a really clever reference to New Kids on the Block. Stay tuned for that. The kids in this movie are just terrific. At least 5 of their characters, there's 7 in total, were really, really well developed, and all of the acting is great, but there were for sure some standouts. Finn Wolfhard, who you may recognize from Stranger Things, is really great as sort of trash-talking Richie. He also delivers by far the most memorable line in the movie. And then Jaeden Lieberher plays the sort of lead kid, Bill, with just heartbreaking sweetness. Also, I have to mention Sophia Lillis. She plays Beverly in a way that is just complex and stunning. I fell in love with all of them. Okay, I have to admit, I never read Stephen King's book, partly because it's 1,200 pages, but mainly because it's about a scary clown. But I can tell you that the movie is slightly different than the book in that it only deals with the childhood of the Losers Club, as they're known. The book deals with them as kids and as adults. Adulthood will be part 2, the next movie that's inevitably going to come out. This one is just about the kids, and I think it was actually a pretty good idea in terms of storytelling because there's a lot of story just with the kids. It would have been way too much to involve the adults in this movie too. You need to prepare yourselves for the opening scene of this movie, though. If you saw the miniseries that came out in the early 90s, you will remember that it involves sweet little Georgie and his little yellow slicker.
Hiya, Georgie.
And the terrifying clown in the sewer. This one pulls no punches. It is absolutely brutal. It's basically telling you the rest of the movie is going to be horrific. And the clown, we got to talk about Pennywise in this movie. He is played by Bill Skarsgård, who is actually Alexander Skarsgård's brother, for those of you keeping track. He is terrifyingly, horrifyingly perfect for this role. In fact, he brought something extra creepy to Pennywise, where his eyes move in different directions simultaneously in the movie, and that's not CGI. Bill's eyes actually can move different directions simultaneously. Long story short, he was perfectly cast. So I would say that overall, It is a really good horror film. For anyone who loves to go sit in the theater and get really, really scared, this one is for you. I will probably never see it again, and I'm not going to let my kids see it until they're 57. But I hope you enjoy it.